Hey guys, this is Martin Wright from Argos Dog Training, and I'm very excited today to show you something that we worked on with Sandy in our backyard agility. We have Sandy going through a tunnel, an agility tunnel for the very first time. In this video, you'll see a dog trainer try to figure it out and try to get things together so that way we could get her to go through. So here we go, starting up. Yup. Good girl when she tries. Good girl. Yeah. Good work. Good work. Yeah. Good job. Excellent. Excellent. We'll give her a little bit of a break. Let her think. We'll come back to it again. Okay. So I paused this video right after I said, we'll give it a little break and let her think. And then the image I have is I'm like this. That's because I'm thinking too. So I've taught many dogs how to go through this kind of tunnel. There are many ways to do that. For most dogs and most owners, you could just have the dog lure the dog through the tunnel using your hand and food, and they'll just follow through. So that was our first attempt at that. It wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. If you look at Sandy's body language in that, you can see that she's pretty nervous. She's doing this thing that I call halfway in, halfway out. That's when a dog will lean forward, exposing their nose, sending their nose forward, but their legs are extended as far back. Their neck is stretched as far as possible. They're trying to keep their body as far away from the thing that they're nervous about as they can while they are curious. There's some curiosity there. There's some wanting to do it there. They just don't have the courage or the confidence to get through it. So that's what we're seeing there. We'll see her start to go in, and then she'll get kind of close, and then she will rush backwards. And she'll start to get in, get kind of close, and she'll rush backwards. But probably 80% of dogs, that way of teaching them can work, but with Sandy, it wasn't working, and it wasn't working fast enough. As she's going through it, each time that she does that, even although she's taking a little treats and she's a little bit on top of it, she's learning as she goes, and nothing bad happened to her. So next time she could just kind of process that as she's going through the other exercises, then possibly when we come back to it, she's going to be better and be more comfortable with it. All right, so that was our first attempt at the tunnel. Pretty good. I'm going to go from here and see how we do going forward. Being a dog trainer, you have to be willing to do what you ask the dog to do, right? Hi, dog. Hi, dog. Hi. Drop some treats. Let's go, sweetie. Oh, there you are. There you are. Hey, 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 easy now. Good girl. Excellent. A couple of things here. One, she actually did go through the tunnel that way. Luckily, that dog trainer had somebody there to help him get out of the tunnel. That was, either good thinking ahead or just lucky stuff. But anyway, she did end up getting through. Now, with my 3 dogs, I taught my 3 dogs how to go through this tunnel, and that's the way I did it, with my own personal 3 dogs, right? So the other way, feeding the arm through, I've taught a lot of dogs to do that, especially puppies with just the arm going through, and they go around the bend and they come out. With my personal dogs, this was the technique. Let's see how it works out with Sandy. So far, she went through it once. At this point, if I was a dog trainer, I would feel some hope because previously she wasn't able to get through it at all right? Good job. Oh, that was hard. You want to do it again? Looks like you want to do it again. Let's go. Have to move this whole thing down. Sweetie, let's go. Let's go, sweets. Oh, what happened? What happened? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so she's like, not so much. Now, previously, I was talking about how we want to make sure that we're aware of the leash and the tension on the leash, right? And I am aware there is tension on the leash here, a little bit on Sandy, and I am aware of that. With some new things, when the dog is doing a new thing, sometimes we want to use a little bit of extra energy in order to just get them doing it. So that way they see that it's not bad. That's not bad for them. When we do that, we have to be watching the dog and we have to be reasoning and balancing things out, right? If the dog starts to show too much stress with it, then it's not the way for that dog, right? So we see here Sandy now, instead of going through or trying to go through, which she was doing before, now she's actively trying to resist. Right? And I do recognize that as I'm feeling the leash, when a dog is trying to resist, there's no sensation like it. You know, you get to know it, you know what it is. So I do recognize that at this time, and we'll see what happens going forward.
Sandy! Hi, sweetie. Hey, sweets, here I am. Hey, Sandy. Hey, sweets, here I am. I'm over here. Yeah, that's where I am. Let's go. Hey. Hey. Sandy! Here I am, sweetie. Here. Whoa! Sandy! Here I am. All right, I'm gonna give that a break for a second.
Okay, so you see here we have actually a regression. The dog stepped back a little bit. Before, if you watched the first clip where she went in, there was none of that, I don't want to go. But because I just put so much tension on her or so much pressure on her to move forward, then now she really doesn't want to do it, right? And that's what we're seeing here. Of course, my relationship with her is really good, but I am not her owner. If I was a trainer in this position, I'd probably have her owner try it too. Ling, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You want to try your best to get her at least to go through once today, right? It doesn't matter how. We don't have to rush to get her to try to go through. We could just kind of sprinkle them, throw them in there, let her know that they're there. She could look for them, reach for them. So, this is our third or maybe fourth way that we're trying to get her through the tunnel. The idea here is that if you just sprinkle food in there and you leave the dog alone, maybe they will find, just by seeking the food, you know, without us telling them what to do, what we want them to do. This is a hard one for clients too, and for myself when I'm doing this. Like when it's just me and the dog, I'll sprinkle it in there and I'll just go 10 feet away and I'll get some lemonade and I'll just let it stay in there. Even if I don't see the dog go through, but I see all the treats are moved, all of them are gone, then I know the dog at least leaned all the way to the bend to pick up treats there, and then or leaned the other way to the bend, which means that they're getting more comfortable with it, even if I didn't see him do it. But if I see him do it from a distance, I'm not gonna say a lot of yes. I probably would just sprinkle more treats and move away again. But because we're shooting a video, you know, we're much more active here in helping the dog to get through with that sprinkle treat technique. Let's see how that works anyway.
Okay, I'm going.
Yep. Okay, so Ling sprinkled a couple treats and she was like, I'm going in. so that's pretty cool. Here we go. Look, mom's in there. There she is. There you go. Good job.
Wow.
See if you could get her to give you eye contact while she's in there. So luring to eye contact if you can. She found all those treats you put in there. Now, if you look at her body here, she's no longer halfway in, halfway out. If you look at her body language, her legs are not kicked all the way back. She's still showing that she's not comfortable, but she's not in a position where she's really as uncomfortable as she was in the beginning, right? So we're seeing a decrease there. Now you need to slide back just a little bit. Oh, she's out of there. Excellent. That's the hard part. That was the difficulty I was having, was sliding back just a little bit. Okay, come on out of there, Ling. You're doing great. All right? Let's do this. Right? Get her to go through there. Should be. So there's some dogs out there who this is the best strategy for. So far, different ideas, nothing is really working the way I want it to be. So that strategy here is just to make it small, so that way the time she's inside is short, and then gradually being able to spread out. Let's see how she does with this one. This might be the right strategy for her.
Yeah.
Excellent. And she's going back through again.
Hey.
Get that nose, get that dog. Don't let her spend all day out there.
Girl.
Excellent. And she's going back through again. Remember, a dog could tell a lot from a little. One treat is different than 5 treats.
Good girl.
And here we go again. And then this is gonna be our last one. Yes, pet that dog.
Good girl.
Lots of praise.
So what did we see? We saw that when we shrank the tunnel, the dog was going in and out quickly. For me, for my eye, the amount of times that she went through that tunnel when it was small, that lets me know that that is the way that we have to proceed in order to get her comfortable with this. Remember, this is Sandy's first backyard agility lesson. So by calling it the first, we're already implying that there will be a second and a third. Now that I know the way I think to be able to build this, I think it's gonna be really quick before she's able to really show that growth and really be able to move through that tunnel pretty easily. We're learning how to build her confidence, right? Any dog trainer is going to run into those situations where they try something and it doesn't work. They try something else and it doesn't work. And that's just because they have experience. As I said, all of these techniques have worked with me multiple times throughout the past. But for Sandy, none of them worked. Right? Until the very end, when we get to the very last technique, which is a technique that's worked for me in the past too. And that one starts to work for her. So you want to find yourself a dog trainer that has a large bag to be able to pull from. Excellent. So if you like what you see here today, definitely hit our subscription button. Should be right over here. If you'd like to see more of these videos, we have some clips. They should be right over here. And if you want to see the full-length video, it should be right here. Ding.